Hello everyone, this is Yamin and from today we'll start a new tutorial series for JavaScript. I'll try to show you everything about JavaScript from the very beginning and I'll try to make this tutorial series as simple as possible. So in this tutorial we are going to see how we can show alert or how we can print things in JavaScript. So first of all, let me just show you. I just already created a folder over here for JavaScript and the folder is empty right now. And I open the folder using Sublime Text. Over here you can see, and there is nothing in the folder. So first of all, we'll create index.html inside this JavaScript folder. So let me just say over here index.html, save it, Ctrl S and save. So we created index.html inside the folder, and let's just keep the HTML basic structure. And here you can see the body part. So inside the body part we can write our JavaScript code, but for writing JavaScript code we need to keep this skip tag. Over here you can see we need to write our JavaScript code inside this skip, and we need to give this skip at the end of our body tag. Okay, so first of all, here let's say we want to show a alert in our browser. So for showing alert we need to use JavaScript, and the code to show the alert we need to write alert, just simple. And inside this alert we can write anything. Let's say this is JavaScript alert. You can write anything inside this double quotation. You can even use single quotation, that's fine as well. And you always need to end it with a semicolon. So right now if we save it, then let me just go to my JavaScript folder, and here you can see index.html that we just created. So I will open the file, and over here you can see index.html, and here you can see a alert. It is written over here, this is a JavaScript alert. And if you click OK, here you can see the alert is gone, and there is nothing in the body because we didn't write any HTML code in the body. Let's just over here h1 tag, and let's say here JavaScript tutorial. Let's save it and let's refresh our browser again, and it will give us the alert. And if we click OK, here you can see it is showing us the text which is JavaScript tutorial. Now this is not JavaScript, this is just HTML tag that we use over here, h1 tag. Now let's say you want to print something using JavaScript. So for it, what you need to do is that, let me just remove this alert. In order to print anything in JavaScript, we need to write over here document dot write, then two first bracket, and we'll give two double quotation or single quotation, that's fine as well, and always end it with a semicolon. And let's say over here this is a JavaScript text. If I now save it, then if we refresh here you can see it is showing us the text. You can print as much as you want using JavaScript. Let me just copy this and paste it here, and let's say this is second line. Save it. So in JavaScript, in order to print anything, we use document.write. So if we now refresh, here you can see this is second line. And if you want to show this in different line, just like HTML, we can use br tag for creating another line. So here after this text we'll give this br tag. So if you now save it and refresh, here you can see it is in different line. So there is one more tag I want to show you, and that is console.log. So two first bracket, two single quotation or double quotation, and end it with a semicolon. So console.log is also used to print things, but this is different than document.write. So let me just write something over here. This is JavaScript. Let's just say console. So right now here we write over here console.log, not document.write. So right now if we save it, then if we refresh here we can see we cannot see this line in our browser. There is no that line. But if we just right click on our browser, then go to the inspect option, then here at the top you will see a console option over here. Here you can see console option. If we click console, here you can see this is a JavaScript console which we just write over here. So console.log is used in JavaScript as well, but in different cases we'll show you in the future tutorial. This is just a basic tutorial. So I hope you find this tutorial easy. Hello everyone, welcome to JavaScript tutorial for beginner. In this tutorial we are going to talk about internal and external JavaScript in HTML. So what is internal JavaScript? So here you can see if we write JavaScript code inside our HTML code at the end of our body tag, then it is called internal JavaScript. So here you can see that we write our JavaScript code inside the script tag and it is inside our HTML file. So this is called internal JavaScript. So here you can see document.write. This is a JavaScript test. So here if we just refresh our browser, here you can see it is already written over here. This is a JavaScript test and this is coming from the JavaScript part. And we write this inside our HTML file. So this is called internal JavaScript. Now what is external JavaScript? External JavaScript means that a JavaScript code is coming from a JavaScript file. Let me just show you the example. Here we are going to create a file for JavaScript. So here let me just right click, then click new file, and over here let's say our file name will be script.js. You can name it anything. You don't have to name it exactly script. Okay, you can name it basically anything, but the extension is always needs to be .js. Just like CSS, the extension for JavaScript needs to be .js. So let's save it and save. So right now here what we are going to do is that we are going to cut this portion of code, then save it, and we'll paste it inside our script.js. And since this is already a JavaScript file, so we do not require to write the script tag over here. We can just directly write our JavaScript code. Okay, so right now obviously if we save it, we won't see anything in our view. Let me just refresh over here. Here you can see there is nothing in our page because we did not connect our script.js with our index.html. So how can we connect it? So in order to connect our script.js, we need to write over here script, and here inside the script we say here source, and inside the source we are going to say script.js. So we'll say script.js. So right now if we save it, then if we now refresh, here you can see this is a JavaScript text which came from this file. This is a JavaScript text. So it means we are about to successfully connect our script.js with our index.html. Now if you have multiple JavaScript file, let's say you have a script2.js file over here, then what you have to do is that in order to connect that, you just have to write over here script2.js. I hope I'm clear. So I just wanted to let you know that the difference between internal and external JavaScript, and it is always better to write JavaScript code in a separate file because that way you can understand your code more better and it actually looks better. So this is all about this tutorial. Thank you very much for watching. Hello everyone, this is Yamin, and in this JavaScript tutorial we are going to talk about how to declare variable in JavaScript. So first of all, let's go and give a script tag, and inside the script tag we obviously need to write JavaScript, and here in order to declare a variable in JavaScript we need to use this word, and that is var, and after var you can declare the variable name. Let's say name. You can declare a variable like this, and you can say name equal to, let's say, Yamin. And if I now just print this, in order to print it we need to write in JavaScript document.write, and we can just mention the variable name, and that is name. So right now if we just save it, then if we just open it in the browser, here you can see the name that we just assign over here, name equal to Yamin. And if we write document.write, we can see the name which is Yamin. So right now let's declare another variable. Let's say var age equal to, let's say, age is 26, and let me just copy this, and let's also print the age as well. So in order to print age, we just need to say over here age. Save it, then let's refresh, and here you can see age. So right now let me just show you one more thing, that is you can just say over here normally var name and var age. So basically we are already declaring that name and age is a variable, and after that we can just say over here name equal to, we can just say, let's say John, and here let's say age is 27, let's say for John age is 27. So we can do it like this as well. So here first of all, once we just declare the variable, we do not need to mention the var variable again. So right now if we save, then if we refresh, here you can see John and age is 27. So right now let me just show you one more thing, and that is, let's say first over here name is John and age 27. Now let me just copy this and paste it here, and over here we'll say name is Yamin and age is 25. So right now what will happen is that first of all we have name equal to John and age is 27. So first it will print this name equal to John and age 27, and then it will come down and it will see that the name is Yamin and age is 25, and so it will print the name Yamin and age 25. So I hope you are clear. Save. If we now refresh here you can see first we see John 27 and Yamin 25. So those are the basics of how we can declare variable in JavaScript. I hope this tutorial was really simple for you. Hello everyone, this is Yamin, and in this JavaScript tutorial I'm going to show you how to add or concatenate string in JavaScript. So for example, inside this skip tag we're going to declare a variable, let's say var first name equal to, let's say, Yamin. So after first name let's declare another variable, let's say last name equal to, let's say, Shakil, and I want to add those two variables together. So let's declare another variable, let's say var full name equal to, we'll say over here first name plus last name, first name plus last name. So after this if we just write over here document dot write, and we're going to say over here full name. So right now if we save it, then if we just refresh our browser, here you can see Yamin Shakil, which we just written over here. Here you can see the first name and last name is now added together. So right now if we just give a space over here, then save it, then if we refresh, here you can see there is a space over here. Let me just zoom in. Here you can see there is a space right now. So you can add string another way. Let me just show you. So here inside this document.write, let's just keep two double quotation, and let's just say over here my name is, then we'll just give a plus over here, and then we are going to say full name. So right now if we save it, it will show us my name is, and the full name is Yamin Shakil, right? So save, then refresh, and here you can see my name is Yamin Shakil. Okay, let's just give a space over here, then refresh again. Okay, my name is Yamin Shakil. So right now if we add anything, let's say if you want to show the name before, you want to show the full name before, then for it what you can do is that, let me just remove this, and here we can just say over here full name plus, here we'll just say Yamin Shakil is my name. Save. So this time it will show the name before. Let's refresh. Here you can see Yamin Shakil is my name. We should add a space before this is, then let's refresh. Okay, so right now let's say you want to add one more things after this, you can do that as well. Let's say over here let's declare a variable age equal to, let's say 27. Okay, age is not a string, so we do not have to give a quotation, double quotation or single quotation. Let's just 27. So right now we can just give another plus, and we can just say over here age, so it will show us the age after the name, and let's say 27, and then we'll give another plus and another double quotation, and we'll say is my age. So let's save it, then let's just refresh our browser, and here you can see Yamin Shakil is my name, 27 is my age. So I hope you are clear how you can add string in JavaScript. So this is really simple. So thank you very much for watching. Hello everyone, in this JavaScript tutorial we are going to talk about a few functions for string in JavaScript. So first of all, let's say you want to know the length of a string in JavaScript. So in order to do that, or in order to find out the string length, what you have to do is that first of all, let's go and just declare a variable. Let's say var name equal to, and let's just over here Germany. And here if you want to know the length of this variable, then what you have to do is that you need to say over here name dot length. So length is a function for JavaScript, and if you just keep dot length, then you will be able to get the total number of character over here. So right now if we just say over here document dot write, then we keep this inside a first bracket, and then if we save it, then if we refresh our browser, we should be able to see the length of the word. Here you can see, let me just zoom in. Here you can see 7, and if we just count the number of character here, 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7. So you can just do it like this way as well. Let's say name equal to name dot length, then we can just say over here name. So here we already declared the variable name equal to Germany. So here we are just saying name equal to name dot length. It means we are asking to get the length of this word and store it over here, and then we are just printing that. So right now if we save it and if we refresh, we will just see the same thing, which is number 7. So right now let's say you want to type the word in the browser. So for it, what you can do is that we can use a function called prompt, and over here let's say write your name. So right now what it will do is that it will ask you to write your name in the browser, and if you write your name, then it will count the number of character over there. So right now let's save it and let's just refresh here, and then this is called prompt. So here you can see write your name, which came from here, write your name, and that is called prompt. So right now if we now just write our name, let's say Yamin, and let's just click OK, and here you can see the number of character is 5. Now let's refresh again. Let's say over here Canada, and here the number of character should be 6. So right now if we click OK, here you can see 6. So that was prompt in JavaScript. So right now let's talk about char act. So right now let's say you want to get a specific character from a string. So let me just remove this and this prompt, and here let's just say over here Australia. And so right now if you want to get a specific character from the string, then for it what you have to do is that we'll just say over here name equal to, we'll say name dot char at, we'll give to first bracket, and here we are going to mention an index number. Let's say index number will be 3. Let me just tell you one thing about index number, that is index number always start from 0. So right now char at 3 means here index number 0 means A, index number 1 means U, 2 means S, and 3, this char at 3 means T. So right now if we save it and if we refresh our browser, then it should give us the character or word T in the document.write. So right now if we save, then refresh here you can see the character T. If we give index number, let's say 2, then it should give us character S. Save, then refresh, here you can see S. So right now let's talk about uppercase and lowercase in JavaScript. So here let's say you want to see all the character in Australia to be uppercase. So for it what you can do is that we'll say over here name equal to name dot to uppercase, and we need to end it with two first bracket. So right now if we save it, all the character will be in uppercase. Let's just refresh our browser, and here you can see Australia is in uppercase. So if you want to everything to be lowercase, it is really simple. All you have to do is that we need to mention over here lowercase. Okay, let's make the A capital, uppercase A. So right now if we save it, Australia will be, everything will be lowercase. So let's refresh here, and here you can see everything is lowercase. So those are some basic and common function in JavaScript. I hope this tutorial was simple. So this is all about this tutorial. Hello everyone, welcome to JavaScript tutorial for beginner. In this tutorial I am going to show you how we can make addition, subtraction, division and multiplication in JavaScript. So first of all, let's go and declare a variable. Let's say for declaring variable we need to say var, and let's say num on equal to, let's say 10. Then we are going to declare another variable which will be num2 equal to, let's say 20. So right now if we want to find the summation of those two, all you have to do is that you need to say over here var sum equal to, we can just say over here num on plus num2, and then if we just write over here document dot write, then if we just print the sum, then we'll be able to see 30 in our browser. So let me just save it and let me just open it in the browser. So let me just open that, and here you can see the summation is 30. If you want to find the subtraction, you can do that as well. For that, what you have to do is that we'll just copy this and we'll just say over here instead of sum, let's say over here sub and say number on minus number 2. Then we'll just give this document.write, we'll say over here sub. So right now if we save, then if we now refresh here you can see minus 10, because if we subtract from 10 to minus 20 we will get minus 10. Okay, let's just make this 30. Okay, so right now if we save it, then if we refresh here, okay, we can see over here 50 and 10. It means 30 plus 20 is 50 and 30 minus 20 is 10. Okay, let me just write it like this, and so I think this will be easier for you to understand. And here what we will do is that let's just say over here addition plus sum, we want to show it properly. So here, and let's also give a br tag over here. So br tag will create a gap, so here we are going to say br closing. So right now save, then if we refresh here you can see addition 50 and this is subtraction, so we'll say over here subtraction, we'll say subtraction. Let's just give over here plus, then again plus, and then we'll mention the br tag. Okay, save, let's refresh, and here you can see subtraction. So right now we are giving the data directly from the code. Now let's say you want to give the data in the browser. So for it, what you can do is that instead of writing over here num on equal to 30, we can say over here prompt, and then we'll say enter your first number. Then I can just copy this, I'll just copy this and paste it here, and here we'll say enter your second number. Then if we now save it, then if we now refresh over here, okay, it's not showing us anything. Maybe I just did a mistake, spelling mistake. Okay, it will be prompt, prompt, like this. Okay, so right now let's save it again, then let's refresh over here again, and here you can see it is asking us enter your first number. Let's say 50, then we'll click OK, and here then it will ask us enter your second number. Let's say over here 10. Then if we click OK, so here you can see 50 and 10, so it did not actually add our number. The reason is when we write anything in the prompt, then it will consider that as a string, so we need to make the prompt value as a number. So for that, what we need to do is that we'll just say over here number on equal to, we'll say parts integer int, then we'll give two first bracket, then we'll say over here number 1 comma 10. So this will make our string, I mean whatever you write in the prompt, it will make it into a integer. So here we need to say parts int number 10. We need to say over here 10 because we have all the number we have start from 0 to 1. So if we write over here 10, then it will automatically make it into a integer. Okay, so after number, let's also do the same for the number 2 as well. So it's over here number 2 and parts in number 2. So right now let's save it here. So right now if we refresh our browser, it should give us a proper value. So let's go to our browser, let's refresh, let's say over here 50, click OK, then we'll give over here 10, then click OK, and here you can see addition 60 and subtraction 40. We can also do the multiplication and division as well. Let me just show you. Let's just say over here. Okay, let me just copy this, then paste over here, and we'll say multiplication over here, then over here we'll say division. So we'll give over here slash. So right now let me just copy this, then paste it here 2 times. So here, so this will be multiplication, so let's just say over here mul, and this will be division, let's just say over here div. So here we are going to say multiplication, it will be mul, and here we are going to say division, it will be over here we need to say div. So right now let's save it and let's try to do our math. Let's refresh. Let's say over here 100, click OK. Let's give our second number, let's say it will be 20, then click OK, and here you can see addition is 120, subtraction is 80, multiplication is 2000, and division is 5. So this is how you can make a simple calculator in JavaScript. I hope this tutorial was easy for you. So thank you very much for watching. Hello everyone, welcome to JavaScript tutorial for beginner. In this tutorial I am going to show you if else in JavaScript. So I'll show you with some example about if else. So let's go and first declare a variable. Let's say var number1 equal to, let's just give a value, let's say number1 equal to 10. And here in order to give the if else condition, we need to first write over here if, then we need to give to first bracket, and inside the first bracket we need to give a condition, and here if the condition is fulfilled, then inside this second bracket we need to write something. Okay, so first of all let's go and give a condition. Let's say over here if number1 is smaller than 15, then we'll print something. Let's say over here document dot write, and we'll say number is smaller than 15. So right now, and if this condition is for some reason false, then we need to give a else condition. Here in the else condition we'll say, let me just copy this and paste it here. So inside this else condition number is bigger than 15. So here we give the number on value is equal to 10, and we give the condition if number on smaller than 15. Is 10 smaller than 15? The answer is yes. So our browser should print this, not this else condition. Okay, so right now if we save it in the browser, we will see number is smaller than 15. So let's just go to our browser and let's refresh here, and here you can see number is smaller than 15. Now let's say you want to give multiple condition over here. So in order to give multiple condition, what you have to do is that you need to say over here else if. So if you have multiple condition, then after the first if you need to mention else if. Okay, so let's say inside this else if condition, let's say num1 equal to equal 20. So here we are going to say, let print over here, we'll say number is equal to 20. So in the number on, let's say the value is 20. So here by default, since the value is 20, so here by default this if condition is wrong because 20 is not smaller than 15. So then it will come to the else condition, and it will see that number on is equal to 20. So then it will print this condition, number is equal to 20. So let me just save it, and if you now refresh, okay, it's not giving us anything. Okay, let me check. Okay, we need to write over here ELSC. I made a mistake over here. So right now if we save it over here, then if we now refresh, here you can see number is equal to 20, and let's say over here number value is 25, then both this and this will be wrong. Then it will come to the else condition and print this number is bigger than 15. So right now let's save it and let's refresh over here, and here you can see number is bigger than 15, which come from the else condition. Now let's say you want to get the value of number on from the browser. So for it, as you already know, we need to use prompt in order to get value in the browser using JavaScript. So here we'll say enter your number. So right now let's save it and let's keep the number in the browser. Let's refresh, and here it will ask us for a number. Let's say it will be 9. If we give 9, it means it will fulfill the first condition, which is 9 is smaller than 15. So right now, if we click OK, here you can see number is smaller than 15. So in the if condition, inside this if condition, you can even give multiple condition. So in order to give multiple condition, you can use and sign. So in order to give multiple condition, we need to give and sign. So instead of having one number, let's have another number. So let me just copy this, and here we are going to say number 2, and here we'll say enter your number 2. Okay, or let's just say enter your second number, and here we'll say first number. So here in the condition, if condition, we are going to say if number 1 smaller than 15, and we are going to say number 2, let's say smaller than 10, then we'll come to this condition. Okay, so here we'll print this is the first condition, and here in the else if we'll give, let's say if number 1 equal 20 and number 2 equal 20 as well, then we'll come to this condition, and if both of the condition is wrong, we'll come to this else condition. Okay, so right now if we save it, then if we now refresh here it will ask us to enter our first number. Let's say we want to fulfill the second condition. Here number 1 is 20 and number 2 is 20. So here for it, what we'll do is that first we'll say for number 1, let me just refresh again. For number 1, we'll say over here 20, and for number 2, second number 20 as well. So here number is equal to 20, and if we want to fulfill the first condition, number 1 smaller than 15 and number 2 smaller than 10, then all we have to do is that we need to give the first number smaller than 15. Let's say over here 8, which is smaller than 15, and for number 2 the condition is smaller than 10, so let's say over here 7, and if you click OK, here you can see this is the first condition which came from here. So right now this was AND condition. You can also use OR condition. OR condition means if any of those conditions are met, then it will print that. For in order to use OR condition, we need to give this sign. This sign means OR condition. If this or this, if any of the condition met properly, then it will print this. Okay, so right now over here you can see number 1 is smaller than 15 and number 2 is smaller than 10. So this time we'll just make let's say this condition true and this one false. So we'll give a number bigger than 15 for the first number. Okay, so right now if we now refresh here, and let's say 25, which is bigger than 15, but for the second condition number 2 needs to be less than 10. So here we are going to say 5. Okay, here you can see this is the first condition. So if any of those two condition is right, then it will print this. So this is OR condition. And one more thing I want to mention is that if you want to use more if condition, then what you can do is that you can give else if as many times as you want. Okay, so this is how you can use if else in JavaScript. I try to make this as simple as possible. Hello everyone, welcome to JavaScript tutorial for beginner. In this tutorial I am going to talk about switch in JavaScript. So switch is almost like if else, but the step is a little bit different than if else. So I'll show you switch using example in this tutorial. So let's go and first declare a variable. Let's say var number equal to, we'll take the input from the browser. So we'll say over here prompt to first bracket to double quotation, and here we'll say enter your number. So we'll take a value from the browser, so and we'll apply some condition using switch case. So for writing switch case, we just need to write over here switch, then to first bracket, and here we need to give our condition. I mean this variable over here will say number, then we'll give to second bracket, and inside it we are going to write some case. So here we are going to say over here case, then we'll give to double quotation and we'll just give a number over here, let's say 0. We'll compare this number with this number. If both of the number match with each other, then we'll print something. So here we're going to say document dot write to first bracket to double quotation, and let's say over here number is 0. And in order to end this case 0, we need to write over here break. So this break function will in this case 0 over here. So since we write break, so we'll be able to start a new case over here. So here we are going to say case on, and here we are going to say number is on. So after on, we'll say over here 2. Let's just give 2 over here, and after 2, let's say 3. We'll give up until let's say 5, 3. Then we'll say over here 4, and last one will be 5. So let's just give over here 5. So if the number do not matches with any of those case 5, so for it we need to give a default option over here. So we'll say over here default, and we'll just write over here number is not available. So what it will do is that first of all we'll take a value from the browser, then we'll compare that number with the case. Is the number 0? Is the number is on, 2, 3, 4 or 5? If that number matches with any of the case, then it will print that document.write. Okay, and if the number do not matches with any of those case, then it will come to default and it will print number is not available, and for default we do not need to write break. Okay, so right now if we save it, then if we just refresh our browser, and we have given the condition from on to 5. So here if we just write over here let's say 3 and click OK, here you can see number is 3. And if we give over here 5, you can see number is 5. And if we give any number greater than 5, let's say 12, and if we press OK, here you can see number is not available. So which means it print the default number is not available. So this is the basic of switch in JavaScript. So this tutorial was really simple. So thank you very much for watching. Hello everyone, welcome to JavaScript tutorial for beginner. In this tutorial we are going to see for loop in JavaScript. Let's say we want to print something 10 times in JavaScript. So for that we need to use for loop. So let me just show you. So here first of all we are going to say over here for, then we need to give to first bracket and to second bracket, and inside this for to first bracket we need to give some condition. So first let's declare a variable, let's say var I is equal to 0. So first of all we are saying the value of I will be 0 for this for loop at the beginning. Then we'll say give a condition, we'll say over here I cannot be greater than 10. So we'll say I smaller than 10, then we'll give this semicolon, and after that we will increase the value of I by on. So for increasing the value of I by on we need to give over here I plus plus. So what will happen is that inside this for loop first of all the value of I will be 0, then we are giving a condition that the value of I cannot be greater than 10, and here we are increasing the value of I by on. So at the beginning the value of I will be 0, then it will be on, then the value of I will be 2, 3, 4 and up until the value of I will be 9. And you can also write this I plus plus a different way. You can just write over here I equal I plus on. So this will basically do the same thing. So we'll just give over here I plus plus. So here right now if we just over here document dot write, let's say JavaScript test. So what it will do is that it will print this text JavaScript test 10 times because we are running this for loop from 0 to 9. So right now if we save it, then if we refresh our browser, here we can see JavaScript test, it is 10 times. Okay, let's just add a br tag over here. We'll just keep over here plus and we'll give the br tag. So let's refresh again, and here we can see JavaScript test, it should be total of 10 times. So right now if you want to print the value of I, you can do that as well. So for it let's just give the value of I over here. Let's just give another plus over here, then here we're going to say I. so it will print the value of I over here. So let's save it. Then if we now refresh, here you can see test 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 up until 9, because our loop started from 0 and it ended before 9. So if we now give equal over here, so it will print up until 10. So right now if we now save it, okay, let's also give a space over here. Then if we now refresh here you can see it started from 0 and ended at 10. So right now let's say you want to find a summation of a number in for loop. Let's say over here before the for loop, let's say var sum equal to, let's say 10. Now let's say we want to increase the value of sum by 5. So the first time it will be 10, then 15, then 20, like this, and we want to use that up until 10 times, let's say. So for it, what we need to do is that we'll just say over here sum equal to sum plus 5. So at the beginning the value of sum is 10. So right now what it will happen is that we write over here sum plus 5. So 10 plus 5 will be, that value of sum will be 15. So 15 will be stored in the sum variable. So again when the loop go by again, then the value of sum will be 20, then 25, like this. So right now over here we'll just say over here document dot write to first bracket, and we just say over here sum value, then let's just give a space over here like this, and we'll just say over here plus sum, and let's also add a BR tag as well. So right now if we save it, then if we now refresh over here you can see value of sum at the beginning it is 10, then it become 15, and at the end value is 55, and around 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here you can see the loop gone for 10 times. So I hope I am clear, but let me just tell you again. At the beginning the value of sum is 10, so it will print 10. Then the value of sum will become 15. Then it will print 15. Then the value of sum will become 20. Then it will print 20. So that's how we get this value over here. So right now let's say you want to give the condition value this and this in the browser. So for that let's declare another variable. Let's say var m equal to prompt to first bracket, and here we'll say enter first number. Then let me just copy this and I'll paste it over here, and here we'll say var n write second number. So here instead of I equal to 0, we are going to say over here I equal to m, and here instead of I smaller than 10, we are going to say over here n. So we will declare the variable in the browser. Okay, I made a spelling mistake, right, and over here right. So right now if we save it, then if we now refresh over here it will ask us for the first number, which will go over here I equal to m. Let's say the so over here we will give the first number, so the first number will be 5. So and the first number 5 will go over here for m. So right now we'll click OK, and then it will ask us for the second number. Let's say the second number will be this one for n. So let's say it will be 10. So here we're going to say 10, and if we click OK, it's not showing us anything. So I think the reason is, so here you can see variable m equal to this one. So whenever you write anything in the prompt, it normally counted as a string. So in order to turn it into an integer, we are going to say over here parse int, then we'll keep this prompt into this parse integer. Okay, so right now let's say over here parse int, and we'll keep the prompt for the second number as well. So right now if we save it, then let's just keep the first number, which will be 5, and the second number will be 10, and if we click OK, here you can see it printed total 5 times, and that is supposed to happen because the first number was 5 and the second number was 10, so the loop was supposed to go for 5 times. So this is all about this tutorial for loop. I hope you find this tutorial easy. Hello everyone, welcome to JavaScript tutorial for beginner. In this tutorial we are going to talk about ternary operator in JavaScript. So using ternary operator, we can write 10 or 15 lines of code in a single 2 or 3 line. So I'll give you first a if else example, and using that if else example I'm going to show you the ternary operator. So first of all, let's go and declare variable. Let's say var number equal to 5. So here we'll give a if condition. If number smaller than 10, then we'll print something. Then we'll say over here document dot write, it will be number smaller than 10. And then we'll again give else condition. We'll say over here else, we'll say document dot write, let's just say over here nothing. So if here you can see, if the number is smaller than 10, then it will print number smaller than 10, else it will print nothing. So right now here you can see the number is already smaller than 10, so it will print number smaller than 10. So let me just refresh my browser. So here you can see number smaller than 10. So right now let's say over here 11. If we now save it, it will give us number, it will give us nothing. So right now how we can write this using ternary function. So let me just first make this if condition comment out. So here right now what we will do is that we'll declare variable, let's say var result equal to, so here we are going to mention this if condition, and we can just simply write it over here number smaller than 10, and then we'll give a question mark, and then we'll just say this number smaller than 10. Let me just copy it and paste it here. So this will be the if condition, and in order to write else condition we just need to give this clone over here, and then we can just say over here nothing. So right now, and indeed with a semicolon. So right now we'll just say over here document dot write to first bracket, and here we're going to write this result. So let me just copy it, paste it here. So right now it will check if the number is smaller than 10, then it will store this on this number smaller than 10 in this result variable. If this first condition is false, then it will store this nothing in this result variable. So here you can see we are able to simply just write this if else condition in just a single line. So right now if we save it, then if we now refresh, it will keep the nothing because over here the number is 11, so it will go to nothing. So right now let's just say over here number is 8. So right now it should give us number smaller than 10. So right now if we save it, then if we now refresh here you can see number smaller than 10. So what if you have instead of on you have three condition. Three condition means number smaller than 10, then number greater than 10. So right now how do we write it? In the if else condition we just write over here else if, then to first bracket, then we would say over here number is greater than 10, like this, right? So let me just write it properly over here, and here we'll say number greater than 10. So if the value of number is greater than 10, then it will print this one, right? So how do we write this over here? So in order to write this, all you have to do is that we'll say over here number is greater than 10, then question mark over here, then we'll say this number greater than 10, and after it we'll say this one which is nothing, which is the else condition. So right now if we save it, then if we now refresh here, it will give us the same output. So let's change the number from 8 to, let's say 18, save it. So it should give us this second one which is number greater than 10. So right now if we refresh here, you can see number greater than 10. So yeah, this is how you can use ternary operation in JavaScript. So this will make your code really easier, and you can just write everything in just a single line, no matter how many conditions you have. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you learned something new from this tutorial.